أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد المجيد اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد المجيد أما بعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. I welcome you all to another class of Tajweed, and inshallah on this week we are going to discuss on the verse number 24 of Suratu Abasa. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فلينظر الإنسان إلى طعامه. MashaAllah, after we've had the recitation of the verse, now we identify the Tajweed rules governing this particular ayah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. فَلْيَنْظُرِ الْإِنسَانُ إِلَى طَعَامِهِ. So the first rule that we can identify here, which is on the first word, that is فَلْيَنْظُرْ. فَلْيَنْظُرْ. The first rule that we can identify here is the rule that is governing this letter lam, which is refers to as the lam al-fi'l, that is the verbal lam. We can clearly hear the sound of it, and this type of rule is what is known as idhar, and it has two rules. So it has al-idhar and then al-idgham. So al-idhar is applied to it whenever any letter of Arabic immediately appear after this letter, exception of letter ra and letter lam. Do you understand? But the other 26 letters, whenever they appear immediately after this lam, on a word that is known to be a verb, so you are going to clearly pronounce the sound of this lam. That is why I said fal. Do you understand? فَلْيَنْظُرْ. Do you understand? So the first rule that we can identify here is what is known as إِظْهَارُ اللَّامُ الْفِعِلِ. إِظْهَارُ اللَّامُ الْفِعِلِ. That is manifestation of a verbal lam. So let's move further. Then at the same time in that same word, I said فَلْيَنْظُرْ. فَلْيَنْظُرْ. So this is another rule, that is the rule that is governing to this non sakina is what is known as ikhfa'un haqiqi. Ikhfa'un haqiqi. So, and in this case, the ikhfa has been done on a letter of isti'la, which is the letter ta. The letter va is among the letters of isti'la, that is the letters of elevation, which are normally they are heavily sound. That is that is a at-tafkhim. Do you understand? So the letters of isti'la, they are 7 in number, which include, we have letter kha. Letter kha does not have or go along with a gunna, which is a letter of al-izhar. Do you understand? And then letter ghain is among the letters, but that one does not go with a gunna. But whenever you pronounce it, you are going to is a heavily sound. Do you understand? Then we have letter sad, which is among the letters of al-ikhfa. So it has a nasalization. Immediately after nun sakina, when there is occurrence of a letter sad, the sound will be heavy. That is, the nasalization will be heavy. Do you understand? Then if there is another letter of a isti'la is letter dal. That one too, when you come across it, immediately after nun sakina or tanween, the nasalization will be heavy. Do you understand? Then we also have letter ta, which is also among the letters of isti'la. So that one too, when you come across it immediately after nun sakina, the nasalization is going to be very heavy. Do you understand? Then letter va, as we can see it here, so that is why the sound is heavy. I said فَلْيَنْظُرْ. Do you understand? And then the last letter of isti'la is letter qaf. That one too is always heavy. Do you understand? And we can also another attribute for letter va is refers to as al-itbaq, al-itbaq, al-itbaq. So al-itbaq, it means the intersection of the tongue and the upper palate, resulting in a blockage of a hair stream from the lungs in the course of pronouncing a letter. And the letters we have in terms of al-itbaq are for a number, where we have the first letter sod, we have letter ba, then we have letter ta and letter ra. So all these letters, whenever you come across them, yeah, they are heavily pronounced. That is, they have at-tabkhim. Do you understand? So that is why the sound of this nasalization is heavier. Is heavy. Do you understand? So that is why I say فَلْيَنْظُرْ, فَلْيَنْظُرْ. Do you understand? Then at the same time, during the process of the nasalization, since it's a letter va, and we know the articulation point of a letter va is from the tip of the tongue when it coupled with the edges of the upper incisors. Now we know there are 3 letters that emanate from this area, which include letter tha, letter zal, and letter va. So when you come across these, you are also going to indicate the articulation point of the letter. During the course of the nasalization, you are also going to indicate the articulation point of this letter, which is a letter va. So you are going to say فَلْيَنْظُرْ, as you can see on the screen. Do you understand? So that is how you are going to pronounce it. فَلْيَنْظُرْ. So let's move further. فَلْيَنْظُرِ الْإِنسَانُ. I said فَلْيَنْظُرِ الْإِنسَانُ. Al-insan. We can hear the sound of the lam in this place in the word al-insan. Do you understand? So that's why I say فَلْيَنْظُرِ الْإِنسَانُ. And this type of lam, this is a lam of a particularization, that is lam ta'rif. And the rule that is governing to this particular lam ta'rif is al-izhar. And the letters of al-izhar in terms of lam ta'rif, they include in this they include ibgi hajjaka wa khafa hakimahu. Do you understand? All those letters in this sentence, they are the letters of izhar in terms of lam ta'rif. So whenever either of these letters appear immediately after the alif wa lam that we are seeing here, the lam of particularization, so the sound of the lam is going to be clearly heard. That is what is meant by al-izhar, that is manifestation. Do you understand? So here, what we've seen here is al-izhar. And then whenever lam ta'rif has been clearly heard, is termed as lamul qamariyya. Do you understand? Lamul qamariyya, the moon lam. So let's move further. And at the same time, in that same word, there is nasalization. Immediately after nun sakina, the next letter that appears there is a letter of al-ikhfa. Do you understand? So that is why I said فَلْيَنْظُرِ الْإِنسَانُ إِلَى طَعَامِهِ. Al-insan. Do you understand? Al-insan. And you can see, if you can compare it with the first one, with the first izhar we identified earlier, which is falyanzur, and then al-insan, the weight of the sound is not the same. The second one is more lighter compared to the first one. Do you understand? So that is the differences. So the second one that we've identified here is also what is known as al-ikhfa'un haqiqi. Do you understand? فَلْيَنْظُرِ الْإِنسَانُ إِلَى طَعَامِهِ, and the letter sin has been elongated to the duration of only 1 second. I said al-insanu ila ta'amih. Do you understand? So this is al-mad al-asli. So let's move further. Ila, the letter lam has also been elongated, and this is another example of al-mad al-asli. Do you understand? So let's move further. فَلْيَنْظُرِ الْإِنسَانُ إِلَى طَعَامِهِ. I said طَعَا, right? The letter ain too has been elongated here to the duration of only 1 second. And this is another example of al-mad al-asli. It has a duration of only 1 second. You understand? So let's move further. فَلْيَنْظُرِ الْإِنسَانُ إِلَى طَعَامِهِ. So I said طَعَامِهِ. The last sound that we've heard, that is what is known as al-hams. That is, al-hams is refers to how the breath effects continue after pronouncing a specific letter, since that letter is seen as weak, that is, it has a weak attribute. Do you understand? So after the letter has been spoken, that is, if you pronounce the sound of the letter, or if it is having a second, so you are still going to hear the sound. It continues. Do you understand? Like the letter ha here in this place, which is having second, as long as we are stopping there, it will carry second. You understand? This the kasra will change to a vowelless sign. So that's why I said ta'ami. You can hear the sound of the ha. You understand? So, and the letters of al-hams, those that have the attributes, it includes, we have letter fa, letter ha, letter tha, letter ha. Then we have shin, we have kha, we have sod, we have sin, we have kaf, and then finally letter ta. Do you understand? All these letters, whenever you pronounce them, you are going to see that is the sound continues. Do you understand? With this, we've come to the end of today's class, and inshallah, when next we meet, we are going to discuss on another surah, inshallah. May Allah forgive us our sins and grant us Jannah with us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.